Yo, what's good peeps? I'm going to take a look at the top 10 best and worst things about Wipeout Amiga collection, so make sure you keep it locked.
3, 2, 1,
Yo, of all the franchises to come from the game industry, to me Wipeout has never ceased to amaze with its visuals, and this brand new collection only highlights this fact. Every track, every racer, and more or less everything else does look absolutely gorgeous and really puts the console power behind it without struggling. Yo, in Wipeout Amiga collection there is plenty of content for players to get to grips with, but the problem is that it isn't always that easy to step into any game in this collection if you've never touched a series before, which is a shame. There's bound to be more than just one player who hasn't played Wipeout before, but this game hasn't really been designed in that regard. Yo, this new release is a collection, so it's no surprise that it's filled to the brim with content for players to get their hands on, since it's a collection of some of the best games in the series reproduced and remastered for modern console for fans to enjoy. Yo, I'm not gonna lie, in the collection there is a lot of different remastered titles for you to jump into, but not all of them are exactly created equal. Some of the games in the collections have a pretty dull and uninteresting career in regards to some of the others, so depending on the game you choose, it can kind of be a little bit of a hit and miss. Yo, a staple of this series has and always will be just how well the overall game controls look and feel, and the collection is no different to this rule. Whether you are just starting up a new race or are traveling at the speed of light, the controls at no point are gonna be to blame, so when you pull off that perfect lap, you're gonna feel even better about your abilities in the game. Yo, the hardest difficulty in the game is obviously by no surprise incredibly difficult, but at times it can feel a little bit unfair as a result of the absolute brutal AI. On Elite, making a single mistake will lose you the entire race, and after a while it quickly becomes the height of frustration because the AI can just literally breeze past you without any issue, so to save your controller it might be an idea to avoid the Elite difficulty, at least until you maybe get a couple of months under your belt and you feel comfortable taking on this mode. It's extremely crazy. Yo, I guess it's kind of like a no-brainer, but as with any good Wipeout game, speed is the main attraction to it, and this collection has only highlighted just how satisfying it is to play the game at breakneck speed. While it might take a little while to get used to for some people new to the franchise, but I believe the returning fans are going to love the no-hold-barred action that comes with this one. Yo, fans of the series has been wanting a new Wipeout game for some time now, but while they do get as close as they can to that, this is still nothing more than a great remastering of a superb series. Everything inside the game is content from games in the series that already exist, and to me it's a shame there isn't anything new here to sink your teeth into. Yo, one thing I find is a major issue with remastering games in general is that developers have notion of taking a lazy route and don't really do anything to the game except update the platform you play it on. However, Wipeout Amiga collection is a remastering through and through. You can see just how much love and effort has gone into this one game collection, and it's quite clearly the reason it's one of the best remastered games we've seen in quite some time.
Race complete. Gold medal.
Yo, to combat your opponents in certain races, you do have a selection of weapons to take them out with, but you'll quickly find yourself completely ignoring them as you go around to your next lap. They give off the impression of being forced and could quite easily be removed from the game without anyone really noticing.
Final verdict.
Yo, all in all, I do think Wipeout Amiga Collection is a superb game. I've always personally loved pick up and play games that you can literally play in small bursts, and this game has that down to the T. Every race is challenging but satisfying, as you do feel you're in full control of the game, especially after you take time learning the game mechanics. As I mentioned, the harder difficulties might throw you off a little bit and get you frustrated at times, and maybe shifting through some of the tracks, you may come across some tracks that are not that great, but at the same time you will come across some really great tracks that makes you appreciate the game for what it is. The graphics do look superb, the soundtrack is tight, and I think for £25 and for that price tag, I definitely think that it's worth it. I'm not sure if it's staying at that price because I have seen online for it going for £30 in some places, so you may have to shop around to get a good deal, but overall this is definitely a game that I would really recommend if you've got a PlayStation 4. Maybe it's not really better than F-Zero in my eyes, but the game does bring back so many great memories of my early PlayStation days, and I have to salute the developers' efforts of how great they achieved this remastered. Anyway peeps, thanks for taking the time out to sit through my quick rundown on Wipeout Amiga Collection. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below if you've had a chance to play this game yet, and what do you make of the game overall. If you enjoyed this video, do hit the like button, and also don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already. And until next urban gameplay video, we definitely say peace out peeps.
Session complete. Gold medal awarded.
Make sure you hit that like and subscribe button for more cool urban gameplay videos.